All right, boys, time to take a little preview look. I know we kind of already cheated a little bit, but keeping with that St. Louis, Colorado theme, this is going to start Tuesday. Colorado is a minus 400 favorite, getting back 320 on St. Louis. Wow, I almost shit when I saw that line. The season series, the Blues went 1-2. The Avs went 2-1. The Avs, of course, swept them in the first round of the playoffs last year. The Avs have been knocked out in the second round the last 3 seasons, though. The Blues, this is their first time out of the first round since they won the Cup back in 2019. Great matchup here. Forwards are great. Of course, Colorado got those 2 outstanding defensemen. Whit, let's go to you first on this one. What do you got for us, buddy?
Yeah, I just mentioned I think it's going to be the best series of the second round. 2 amazing teams, 2 world-class teams who could both be Cup winners. I'm thinking it's time that Colorado gets to that next step. I think it's going to go 7. I will not be surprised in the least if St. Louis beats them. I know that sounds crazy for how good Colorado's looked. They've had a lot of rest. Sometimes that can only almost hurt you. We've talked the rest versus what's the other word? Being fresh. I'm on Colorado mainly because of what I saw from Cale Makar. I don't think there's a player in this series like him. Not to mention when McKinnon's going, it's the same way. Those 2 are above and beyond anyone St. Louis has. The goaltending, Kemper, questionable. I know that sounds crazy because they're coming off a sweep where he didn't even play the 4th game. But this Avs team is for real. I think they're finally going to make that next step, get to the conference final, and get it done. So I'm on the Avs in 7.
Biz?
I'm a bit of a sick fuck, and
I wouldn't be surprised at a Blues pick. Honestly, I wouldn't chirp anyone.
I'm gonna go Blues in 7. And I just the goaltending situation, you just don't know where Darcy Kemper is coming in. I mentioned Binnington's revenge tour. I think that he's a petty motherfucker, and I don't think the fact that he didn't get the starting playoffs sits well with him, and I think he's got a lot to prove. And I think that Binnington's at his best when the chips are on the table, and I think he's going to stand on his head, and I think he's going to have a Jake Ottinger type of performance. And I think all the pressure in the world right now is on the Colorado Avalanche. And sometimes, guys, sitting around for a week, not playing games, not being in the rhythm, sometimes I can really fuck a team up. I know rest is important this time of year. I just think this is going to be the roughest series they've ever experienced. These forwards are going to be going back and forth. I mentioned that the back end for St. Louis is banged up. If Krug doesn't come back, it's going to take an insane effort from those top 9 forwards for St. Louis and the guys that you were listing off. But I just got this funny feeling that St. Louis is going to pull a rabbit out of their ass. So I'm going to go St. Louis in 7. I'm going to go against the grain. I know Colorado fans, oh, why do you hate I don't hate Colorado. I just got to go with my feeling, guys.
Merles, what do you got for us, buddy?
Yeah, I talked about the St. Louis coaches. Colorado's got a great coach themselves, Bednar. The guy, he's a player's coach. The guys love played for him. Makar, McKinnon, the M&M boys are just dominant, but I've been on the Blues since the beginning, so I'll stay on the Blues. I think they're going to intimidate them. When Berube was the assistant coach for the Phantoms, he was intimidating me and Whit from the bench, just standing there yelling at us. He'll do the same to those soft players Colorado has. So I'm again with Biz. I don't know if that's a good thing because I was on him with the Leafs, but I'm on the Blues in 7.
Wow. G, what do you got for us, buddy?
I am on Colorado in 5, and this isn't a knock on St. Louis. It's more just I think Nate Dogg is on a mission. We remember his press conference when they got kicked out last season. I think Cale Makar is the best player in the NHL, and I think the Avs are the best team in the NHL. So I got Avs in 5.
Off the glass and out. I respect it, and I could easily see in this thing ending early.
Yeah, I think St. Louis they're going to have their hands full with Cale Makar and Devin Taves. They're just I don't think they really have an answer for that. The forwards, they don't quite wash out 100%, but St. Louis got some pretty nice depth there. Binnington, I wouldn't be surprised if he outplays Kemper at all. But again, it goes back to Makar and Taves on the back end. I'm going to bet St. Louis just because that's tremendous value. Plus 320. It's an insult, Merles. I think that line is an insult for a team of St. Louis's caliber. But Colorado is going to win in 7, I think, just because it's just too much Makar, too much Taves.